Hey, this is Josiah Dewhirst with Team Garlic, and I'm going to show off my section of our team level. So here as I walk into the section, it shows off that this is my section. First objective, we'll have the player grabbing a radio for narrative reasons, and then you can move along to the next area. The next objective will ask the player to enter the water treatment building, and they can do this by removing the debris in front of the entrance. I've also got one of our hidden cache collectibles over here. Move that out of the way. Go on in. Alrighty. Then the next thing the player needs to do is activate this platform to cross the gap. Get on over here. Player can't reach the other side, so they need to make a ramp with this plank that they can grab with the grabnel. Get up in there and open this door. Player can't get to the next room without activating this hand scanner and then pressing E. So we need to go find the hand. Gonna move this pivot joint here, jump on it, and open the door to the storage closet. Then I'm going to grab the hand that I need for the hand scanner, and this is my featured asset, is this hand scanner here. Bring it on up to the hand scanner, and then press E to open the door. Alright, now upon entering this room, the player is told they need to repair the water filtration machine, and then they need 3 parts. Part locations are highlighted. So I'm just going to grab each of the parts here. This can be done in any order. Alright, this is the screen filter. So I'm going to bring this to where it goes on the machine. Alright. So go grab the next part here. It's a pipe section that I need to find among this other debris. Bring it with me here. And I will install it on the machine. Alrighty. I'm going to go find the third and final piece. In order to get it, I need to activate 3 of these controllable moving platforms that I introduced earlier. Activate each one of them by pressing E, and then I can use them to cross this gap. Alrighty. I'm going to take the circuit board, which is the last part I need for the water filtration machine, and install it. When I walk up to it, it says I can activate it by pressing E only when the light is green. That means that the repair is required first. So I'll press E and turn the machine on, and then I can walk through this door that is now open. Upon entering the next room, I'm told that I need to grab a water bucket from the storage closet, and that's so that I can put a fire out that will be at the end of the other end of the room. So if I open this closet here, I can find the item that I need, and grab the water bucket from the storage closet, and bring it over to where the fire will be in front of the entrance, or the exit that the player needs to get through. And once they do that, that completes my level and goes into Alan's section.
Hi, my name is Alan Grubb, and this is my aerospace warehouse scene note. My featured asset is the jet. The player notices that there is a jet in the way and practices by using the grabnol to move the jet out of the pathway. The player sees a collectible and obtains it. The player proceeds into the warehouse and stops and looks to see if there's any collectibles and also of the best way of avoiding damage. The player collects a collectible, then crouches, the player notices that there's gases that are building up at the ceiling and proceeds with caution by crouching. The player enters the next room, avoids the chemicals, views the room, and uses the grabnol and also pushes the object out of the way to obtain the collectible. The player sees another collectible, such as scrap, and obtains it, and proceeds back into the warehouse. The player sees poisonous gases and avoids it. The player also notices that there's gases building up at the ceiling and crouches to maneuver past it. The player sees an aircraft part cleaning station and collects a collectible on top of it. The player crouches to avoid taking damage. The player creates a bridge out of debris to obtain a collectible. And the player proceeds back into the warehouse. The player stops, sees debris, a jet, and also notices a collectible, and also the water is collecting into the building. Also notices that there's gases. Also notices that there's chemicals in the water, and some areas are bad, will cause damage, and looks for the best way to get through. The player proceeds to the next room cautiously. The player exits the room and notices and comes across a bridge. The bridge is blocked by objects such as barrels for hold gasoline for the jets, and also the jet itself is on the bridge. And notices on the ground underneath there is chemicals that are in the water. The water is polluted, and avoids it by using the grabnol to move the physics objects out of the way. Then proceeds to the jet, uses the grabnol, throws the jet out of the way with the grabnol, and collects a collectible, and proceeds to the next room, examines it to see if there's any collectibles nearby, uses the grabnol, moves the retained damaged wall out of the way, and proceeds. then obtains the collectible and exits the warehouse and completes the scene and proceeds to the next scene.
Hello, this is Roberto Hilsaca, and I'm gonna go over my level. Here we're gonna see my unique asset, which is a camera that points at objects that we need to use to advance on the level. There's a wall that can collapse. I'm gonna use this box to launch it to that wall. Once we bring it down, we're gonna see a pit. We gotta jump over it and pass the other side. Also, we just find out about our objective, which is to navigate to the subway terminal. So we gotta find the subway terminal. Let's see. Here we're gonna grab this box. I'm gonna launch it to the other side and try to hit that wall as well. I'm gonna collide it down. You're gonna find a collectible, which is cash. The same box we're gonna use to get it to the other side, because far away I can see there's a larger box which I cannot reach just by jumping over it. So we're gonna launch our box. Gonna grab this box, take it to that side without losing it. For the box, we're gonna jump over it and jump to the larger box. Here, I'm gonna find the electrical tools. There's a door. With the doors, we're gonna press the E key to open it. There's gonna be a large movable object. This is a dynamic object that we need to use to get to the other side of the pit. Once we place it, we can walk over it and grab the other collectible, which is another electrical tools. There's also a box. We need to use the box to launch it to the other side and collapse the wall. Here there's gonna be two ways, and there's gonna be this one which we gotta nail down by pressing the C key. And there's a floor that can collapse, so we gotta avoid falling down. Just found another electrical tools. And get down again. There's gonna be a box obstructing the way, so let's take it out of there. So again, there's another floor that can collapse down. There's a collectible which we need to be careful and try to jump over and try to get it. There we go. We just got another electrical tools. There's gonna be a large pit here. Try to jump over it. From far away I can see another collectible, but we can't go past this pit, so we need to find a way around. There's another box, so we're gonna use it to collapse that wall. Bring it inside. There's another of those large boxes. Got another cache. Here we gotta be careful falling down the pit. And there's a really heavy wall, which we might have to use this box to throw it a couple of times to bring it down. Once we get past it, we can go ahead and get that collectible that we saw at the other side of the pit, which is our 5th electrical tool. We'll see a large dynamic box which we need to get out of the way. Here's gonna be another collectible, which is the computer room key. this box, take it to this side, to the large box. And here we found the second power cell. For this room, there's actually a large box, but there's no small boxes. So we gotta find it, and the camera is actually pointing at the box that we need. Get past this floor. Gonna collect our second cache. We just got our 6th electrical tool. Here's a large pit with water to avoid falling down. We gotta get that collectible, so we're gonna push this box away, and then we're gonna get this collectible. It's the 7th electrical tool. There's another wall that can collapse, so we're gonna go ahead and shoot it down. And here we're gonna get our 3rd cache. There's another collectible, which is our 3rd power cell. And there's this little tiny space, which contains our collectible. From here, we reach our objective. Found the last collectible for my level. And this one leads to the subway terminal.
Hello there.